Well, this looks familiar. So yeah, cat's out of the bag, I guess. I'm working on a TV show. I just want to preface this by saying I'm sorry to family and friends and whoever is watching who have just found out either today or yesterday when we made the official announcement. We have kept this a secret from everyone for the past year since we've started working on the show, only because we didn't know what was going to come of it. We didn't know if it was actually going to happen. It just started as like a crazy idea and now it's happening. So to bring you up to speed, a year ago, my wife was getting tattooed by one of our friends, Avalon, and her husband, Josh, and I were just kind of hanging out with friends, we're just chatting, whatever, and he was asking me what I've been up to. I said I've been working on scripts. Again, if you've been following this YouTube channel for a while, you'd know that I recently, well, not recently, I guess, but I've been working on scripted content for a while and trying to get, you know, as I said before, like a short film going. And he said, I've got an idea for a TV show. And that literally sparked everything to where we're at now. It started just as a passion project, and I guess it still is a passion project, but Josh just basically gave me the idea for the show called Hell Patrol and what he wanted it to entail, and we just started writing down ideas and started working on like a very rough script. And that idea changed a million times. We changed the story, the characters, so on and so forth. And now it's done and we're ready to go. Actually, hold on. Ugh. Here is, that's the script. Well, it's actually a really old version of the script, but it's the first one we printed out to make notes on. And yeah, just again, something else that's really exciting for us. So you're probably wondering, like, what's the show about? Where are you guys at? And there are a million questions that need to be answered. When it comes to the show itself, I can't say too much because, again, we're just trying to, you know, keep it under wraps, I guess, you know, gotta keep some suspense. But the show is a sitcom based in hell, and basically, we just came up with an idea that when you think of hell, you think of, like, you know, fire and brimstone and torture, but we thought, well, maybe hell is not like that. And that's probably as far as I'm going to say about the show before spoiling too much about it, because again, we just want to kind of keep the suspense and keep people interested in the project as a whole. But I will tell you where we are at in terms of the production. So the date today is the 14th of January, and we are about 3-ish weeks away from actually shooting the pilot. So we are kind of in like the final stages of everything we need to do. The next couple of weeks is just going to be fucking chaos. You know, we've got meetings, table reads, locking in like a couple of other last minute things we need to do. We need to do set design, we got to do a walkthrough location, and yeah, there's a lot to do. We have been very blessed in the sense that everyone that is coming onto the show to help us out, whether it be cast or crew, really believe in the idea as well. So I'm actually taking a back seat from the camera. I will be purely just directing, making sure that what we have written like translates well onto screen, essentially. Which is super exciting because actually only a few weeks ago I found like an old hard drive from when I was at film school, and this is like, wait, what year is it now? 2020? Yeah, so about 9 years ago when I was at film school, I wrote down like what I wanted to achieve, and I said that I wanted to be a director for, you know, a movie or a TV show, and nearly 10 years later, here we are. So yes, I'm just talking about the pilot at the moment because this is kind of stage one of this whole project. The plan is to, you know, shoot the pilot over a few days, start pitching it to people, hopefully get funding. And the reason why I am saying that we are doing a TV series is Josh and I have worked so hard over the past year with this show in terms of the way that the whole season is written out, the characters, what happens, plot twists, all of that kind of stuff. So really, this show is going to happen with or without any type of external funding or anything like that. We just believe in the idea so much that we're just gonna go for it and hope for the best. Something else that's been really cool that's been happening over the past year is I've actually been documenting a lot of what we've been doing. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that we've filmed, like meetings and rewrites and God, like just a whole amount of stuff that we do plan on releasing in the future to obviously like help market the show and everything, but we don't know where that's at yet. But yes, there's a absolute shitload of behind the scenes content that I have the wonderful experience to sift through. In terms of roles for the show, I will be directing, I'll also be editing the show. Josh will be on board as like a creative director, I guess, and an executive producer. And we have an incredible producer on board called Ash. She's been a friend of ours for a long time, and she has worked on a bunch of TV and films before, so she knows exactly how everything's run. And it's good because I feel like when you work on anything creative and when you're really ambitious about it, you need to have that person on board that kind of is like dropping the anchor and saying, this is great what you guys are doing, but you guys got to work on this as well. You got to do this and that. So having Ash on board, keeping us in check and giving us like tasks to do, like as much as they are, very much feels like we're back at high school and doing homework. We're very thankful to have her on board because it probably wouldn't be at the stage of where it's at now without her. So what comes next in terms of telling you guys more about the show and filling you in of what we're up to? That's kind of uncertain at the moment, only because, again, we don't know exactly how everything's going at the moment. We're just really focusing on trying to get the final stages of pre-production done, so we're fully ready to go guns blazing on our first shoot date. But there will be more behind the scenes coming, especially once we wrap shooting for the pilot. There'll be a video coming out like behind the scenes, showing you guys, kind of giving you an idea of what the show is actually about and how those kind of productions run. But at the moment, that's all I can really think of in terms of what the show is, where we're at, all those kind of details. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of finally sit down and tell you guys what I've been working on for the past year and what I've been, teasing every now and then. So if you'd like to keep updated with the show, go follow Hell Patrol TV on Instagram. That is the best source to get like the live updates on where we're at with the show, what we've done in the past, and we'll be doing a whole bunch of posts and Q&As, things like that over there on that Instagram over the next few weeks and whatnot. But I just want to say thank you so much for the people who have been giving us love and support over the last couple of days. It really means a lot. Doing something like this has been a really long time dream of mine, and the fact that it's coming to fruition it's honestly just so incredible. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so fucking much for all the love. I really appreciate it. So that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you have a comment or a question, leave them down below. I'm gonna see if I can answer them. Not too sure just yet, but have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.